This diagram explains the reasons for causing difference in heating atmosphere and earth surface. Look at the diagram here. You can find the spherical shape of the earth, which plays important role in making difference. As the atmosphere is primarily heated by radiation from the earth's surface, the shape of the earth and its rotation and revolution are important factors affecting the temperature. As the earth is a sphere, the sun's rays do not fall vertically at every point on the earth's surface at any given time. So you find sun's rays are vertical here around the equatorial region. When the sun's rays are overhead at the equator, they are tangential to the earth at the two poles. At the poles, the sun will be seen at the horizon. This condition would prevail permanently if the axis of the earth were at right angles to its orbit around the sun. The insolation heat balance of the atmosphere shows that there is no gain or no loss of energy, though there is a transfer of energy taking place between earth and the atmosphere. The spherical shape of the earth introduces changes in the horizontal distribution of insolation between latitudinal zones. So you have torrid zone, then temperate zone, then polar zones. So earth is divided into different temperature zones or climatic zones depending upon the rays or temperature received from the sun. It is seen that in the latitudinal zone between 37 degrees north and 37 degrees south, the incoming radiation is much more than outgoing radiation. So, between here, this portion, you find incoming radiation is much more than outgoing radiation. So, the middle and high latitude. So, if you look beyond 66 and 90, you find the middle and high latitudes, the outgoing radiation is in excess of incoming radiation. These are regions of deficit here. So how is it possible for the outgoing radiation to be in excess of incoming radiation? We have already seen that what is received by the earth, that is, if 51 units of sun's energy is received, then it is sent back by the earth. So here you find outgoing radiation is in excess of incoming radiation. So this is possible only when surplus energy from the low latitudes is transported to the high and middle latitudes. So here you find the vertical rays fall. So here you have excess of energy, surplus energy. That surplus energy is, these areas receive less energy. So what happens? The surplus energy is transported through ocean currents and wind. So this is how they are transported to the middle and high latitudes. Such transfer of heat energy takes place by circulation of winds and ocean currents. The differential heating of the earth and its atmosphere is responsible for circulation in the atmosphere and oceans. So such a circulation of air and water maintains heat balance in the earth atmosphere system. So ocean currents and planetary winds, they all play important role here by transferring excess of energy to these places which receive less energy. So in this diagram you find vertical. This diagram shows the distribution of insolation on the surface of the earth is not uniform. So some places receive direct rays of the sun and some places receive inclined or slanting rays of the sun. So the two types of sun's rays have different heating effect on the earth's surface. Now look at this diagram, you will find the direct rays of the sun fall on the earth's surface and slanting rays also fall on the earth's surface, and look at the area covered by direct rays of the sun, it is less, whereas the slanting rays of the sun cover or fall on larger area. So the heating effect is less. The vertical rays travel shorter distance and fall on smaller area. So the heating effect is more. The inclined or slanting rays travel longer distance and fall on larger area. So here you can find the larger area covered by inclined rays of the sun which travel longer distance. So the heating effect is less. So this difference in heating the earth's surface and the atmosphere is compensated by circulating heat, by ocean currents and the planetary winds. So the heat from excess zone is transferred to the deficit zone. So the heat is circulated by ocean currents and planetary winds.